Hello everyone, I hope you are doing great. So today we have got an interesting topic and it's cryptography. So cryptography is basically a term in computer science, and to be more precise, it is technique used in network security. Now we will see what is cryptography and what kind of benefits it provides to network security. Also, we will briefly discuss the algorithms of cryptography, which are particularly termed as hash functions, and we will also see an important hash function, that is SHA-1, Secure Hash Algorithm 1. So let's get started. Now, what is cryptography? Cryptography is a technique to convert plain text into a ciphertext. Now, plain text is a simple text or a message, or you may say a piece of writing, whereas ciphertext is a complex string of multiple alphabets and numbers, which is not very easy to read, or you may say it's not readable. The term cryptography is not new. It was actually introduced by a Roman emperor known as Caesar Cipher, who used it to protect the messages of military importance. And ciphertext is also known as cipher's shift. Now let's say I have to send a message to a friend of mine who lives far away, and I will be using this path to send my message. Now all the devices on the internet are connected vulnerably, which means anybody can take your data if he or she is smart enough. Let's say if he or she is a hacker. So to protect my message or my data from this malicious purpose, I will be using cryptography. Let's see how it works. Now, if you are to send a message to your friend, this is how it will look like in terms of cryptography. There is this term in network security called CIA, in which C is confidentiality, I is integrity, and A is availability. So cryptography is basically used to attain this C, confidentiality, in CIA, which means nobody can breach your privacy. Or you may say nobody can receive your message except the receiver you choose. Now let's say you're writing a simple message to your friend, which is in the form of plain text. Let's say M. Now this M will be encrypted using different algorithms, and this encryption uses key. The purpose of the key is that this key should be similar to the key which is used for decryption, so that receiver can read your message. Now this plain text will be converted into a complex ciphertext, let's say M prime, so that nobody can read it. And then it will be again decrypted from a ciphertext into a plain text. So M prime will be converted into M, which is a plain text, so that receiver can read it. Now let's talk about the hash functions. Let's say you have a plain text and then you apply hash functions on it. Then this will use encryption or hashing, or you may say cryptographic algorithms, and it will convert it into a digest. Now digest is all about ciphertext. It is a complex chain or string of multiple numbers or alphabets, which is not readable. It's very easy to convert any input into a digest, but not vice versa. It's actually very hard to receive any information from digest regarding input. We can't get anything out of it, the size or the numbers or the format, nothing. It's not impossible, but yes, it's theoretically possible. But if you have to do it practically, you will have to check that what kind of text or input matches the digest after being hashed, which is not very easy. Now the digest should look really random. Like if we change one part of the input, the whole digest should be changed. And a digest in real is a quite long and random value, and finding its duplicate is quite impossible. For instance, if I give it ICT lab as an input, and then I apply hashing on it or hash functions. It will be converted into a digest of something like this. Now this is a complex string of multiple numbers and alphabets. There are some popular hash functions which includes SHA-256, SHA-1, MD4, which is now MD5, a better version of MD4. And now we will check out some hash functions practically. So I'm showing you this platform online tools which has multiple hash functions over here. You can see we have MD2, MD4, MD5 and SHA-1, SHA-256 and 58 and many others. So let's try one. So let's say if I'm trying SHA-1 and I give some input, let's say I give it Kokomo. So this is something it gives me as output, and it's a complex string of multiple numbers and alphabets, and hence it's a ciphertext. And let's work on some other. Let's say we are going to check SHA-56, SHA-256, and it's something like this. So it has given me a really long string of multiple numbers, and SHA-1 gave me a shorter one, but these are all the better versions of SHA. So you can try various of the hash functions over here, and I will be sharing the link in description box. You can check it out, and it's really good thing. So I hope you learned something, and thank you very much, and see you in the next video. Allah Hafiz.